I know why you're here, and it wasn't by accident. You didn't come across this video because you were bored. You came because there's something inside you that cannot rest, a weight that shows up before you even open your eyes in the morning, a restlessness that doesn't ask permission to enter and refuses to leave when you ask it to go. Maybe you're awake right now, in the dark, with a tightness in your chest and no clear reason why. Maybe it's the middle of the night. Maybe you already tried to sleep and couldn't, not because of the kind of exhaustion that a good night's sleep can fix, but because of the kind of exhaustion that lives in the deepest place inside you, the kind no one sees, the kind even you struggle to explain. I see it. I am here. And today I have something to tell you about this war happening inside of you. A war most people don't even realize they are fighting, yet it is destroying the peace, the dreams, and the hope of many whom I love, including you. I know those voices, not the voices other people hear, the voices within, the whispers that appear exactly when you need peace the most. You are worthless. You will never change. I have forgotten you. Your family would be better off without you. I know you have heard some of these words before, not coming from the outside, but from a place that feels like the very center of who you are. And that is why it hurts so deeply. Because when the voice comes from within, you believe it must be the truth about who you are. But I need to tell you something that will change the way you see all of this. These thoughts that destroy you, they are not all yours. Some of them were planted patiently, carefully, with one purpose, to make you believe that what you hear inside your mind is who you truly are. And when you believe that, you stop fighting. You accept the prison and begin to call it your personality. I saw every moment you woke up at 3 in the morning with your heart racing for no apparent reason. I was there when the thought arrived before the alarm clock, that tightness in your chest that comes before the day even begins. I saw when you tried to pray and your own mind sabotaged every word. I saw when you tried to hold on to hope and an inner voice immediately whispered, "There's no point." I saw all of it, and I never left your side for even a single moment. I spoke through my servant David, and he wrote these words for you in Psalm 139, verses 7 through 10, and I repeat them now, personally, to you. Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the dawn and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall guide me, and your right hand shall hold me fast. There is nowhere you can go where I am not even inside your own mind. There is something the enemy of your soul understood a long time ago, and I want you to understand it today. The war does not happen out there in the world. It happens in here, in the most intimate battlefield that exists, your mind. And he is patient. He does not need to destroy you all at once. He plants a lie today, repeats it tomorrow. You accept it the following week, and a month later, that lie has roots so deep that you call it just the way I am. That is how strongholds were built inside you, brick by brick, lie by lie, day after day. You have seen those verses posted on social media, the beautiful phrases about peace and trust, and maybe, instead of comfort, you felt a stab of guilt because you look at those words and think, why can't I feel that? I understand that distance. I know how painful it is when the truth that should set you free feels more like a demand than an embrace. But I never spoke those words to condemn you. I spoke them because I know what you are capable of receiving when the right moment comes. There is something almost no one has told you about what I said concerning anxiety. There is a depth in my word that goes far beyond motivational phrases. There is a truth that Jesus Christ left behind, not for comfortable people, not for those who already had everything figured out, but for people crushed by life, for people exactly like you. And it was David who described what I do for the heart that comes to me broken. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalm 147, verse 3. Not ignore, not judge, heal. I did not ignore anxiety. I did not sweep it under the rug with beautiful words. I entered into it. I understood it from the inside, and I have something to tell you about it that can begin to change what is happening inside you. Not tomorrow, not after everything is resolved, but now, in this moment, in this silence. There is a dimension of my love that has not yet reached the deepest place of your pain, and that is exactly where I want to go with you today. There is something I have been waiting to tell you, and the time has come. I was not caught by surprise by what you are facing. I was already here before it began, before the first sleepless night, before the first thought that would not leave your mind, before the first moment you felt like the ground beneath you was disappearing. I was already here, and I am still here now while you listen to these words. And that is exactly why I spoke through Isaiah, not as poetry, not as generic comfort, but as a direct declaration to the frightened heart. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you and uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. I did not say, do not fear because the circumstances will improve. I said, do not fear because I am with you. My presence is the answer. I am the answer. I know anxiety makes you feel alone in it, like no one understands, like even I seem distant in the moments when the pain is most intense. But what I need you to understand today is this. The intensity of your pain does not measure the distance between us. I do not move away when you are at your lowest. I move closer. That's how David described it, and David knew what it was like to be at the bottom. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Psalm 130, verses 1-2. And I heard David, and I am hearing you now. There is something anxiety will never tell you, because if it did, it would lose its power over you. Anxiety lies. It says the future will be destruction, that there is no way out, that you are beyond my care. But I am greater than what you are afraid of, and I am by your side, not against you, by your side. And what I have to show you today will begin to loosen that knot in your chest. I want to introduce you to someone you probably already know, but perhaps have never seen the way I see him. His name is Thomas the Apostle, and his story has been told incompletely for a long time. People call him the doubting disciple, as if doubt were what defined him. But I saw him close up. I knew him from within, and what was inside Thomas was not simple unbelief, it was an emotionally shattered heart. Thomas was loyal. He was courageous in a way few people understand. When the others hesitated, he was the one who said, "And I heard every word. Let us also go, that we may die with him." Gospel of John 11:16. Think about what that means. He was willing to die. He loved with an intensity that frightened people. And it's exactly that kind of heart, the heart that loves deeply, that feels pain most deeply when everything falls apart. And I know exactly how the enemy uses this against you. He does not need to change your circumstances to destroy you. He only needs to change what you believe about them. If he can make you believe you are abandoned, you will live like someone abandoned, even when I am standing beside you. If he can make you believe there is no way out, you will stop searching, even when the door is already open. The battle always begins in the mind, always. That is why I went into the wilderness, not by accident, by strategy. I needed to show you in a concrete and undeniable way how this war is won. Exhausted, alone, hungry after 40 days, and the enemy came with offers that sounded reasonable. Stones turning into bread, power over all kingdoms, guaranteed supernatural protection. 3 sophisticated surgical attacks aimed directly at the points of human vulnerability. And I did not argue. I did not philosophize. I did not negotiate with emotion. I used one specific weapon 3 times without variation. It is written. Gospel of Matthew 4:4, 4:7, and 4:10. I want you to understand what happened there. I did not overcome those temptations through willpower. I did not win through religious discipline. I won by replacing every lie with a specific truth from my word immediately, without giving the wrong thought time to take root. The wrong seed uprooted before it could germinate. That is the model. That is the strategy I left recorded for you. And it works, not because it sounds beautiful, but because it is real. Because truth will always have more power than the lie trying to take its place. Psalm 119, verse 105 says, "And I spoke this through David so it would reach you today. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." In the darkness of your mind, when thoughts multiply and you cannot see a way forward, there is a light that never goes out. It is not a feeling, it is not a vague impression, it is my word, alive, present, active, cutting through the darkness exactly where you are. I want to speak to you about a word that most people read without truly understanding, a word that seems simple on the surface, yet carries within it the key to everything you have been searching for. The word is renewal. Not reform, not improvement, not adjustment. Renewal, which in Greek is anakainosis, means a transformation so deep and complete that what existed before is not merely corrected, but replaced with something entirely new. That is what I have for you. Not a slightly improved version of your suffering mind, a new mind. I said this through my servant Paul the Apostle in Romans 2:2, and I tell you now with the same authority and urgency, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. Be transformed. Do not wait passively to be transformed. Do not wait for a sudden feeling of peace. Be transformed, an active verb, a conscious choice, an intentional process. I place the power within you, but you must choose to use it every single day. Let me show you how this works in practice, because I know you have already tried to just have faith and felt no result. I know you have prayed for peace and woken up the next day with the same heaviness in your chest, and I am not going to tell you that you failed. I am going to tell you that no one explained the full mechanism to you.
Renewal of the mind is not an event, it's a process. It is systematic, it is intentional, and it begins with a choice you make before you even get out of bed. Think with me for a moment. Imagine your mind as a garden. For years, perhaps decades, that garden received seeds of lies. You are not enough. God does not answer your prayers. You will always be this way. Those seeds germinated. They created roots. Some became trees so large that you forgot they were once only small thoughts you accepted without question. Renewal is the daily and conscious process of pulling out those roots one by one and planting the truths of God exactly where the lies once stood. It is not quick, it is not painless, but it is real and it is permanent.
I spoke through my servant David in Psalm 1, verses 1 through 3. And I want you to hear this as if I were speaking directly into your situation right now. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season. Its leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. A tree planted beside the water does not have to beg for life. It simply has life because it is connected to the right source. That is exactly what the renewal of the mind does for you. It does not make you beg for peace. It connects you to the source of peace. And I need to be honest with you now, because I love you too much to give you only half the truth. Renewal of the mind requires a choice every morning. Every morning you will wake up and the old thoughts will try to reclaim the territory they lost. Anxiety will knock at the door. Fear will offer breakfast. Doubt will sit at the table before you do. And every morning you will have a decision to make. Will you open the door to them, or will you declare my word over your mind before they enter? There is no middle ground. There is no neutrality. Either you feed the lies or you nourish the truth. Every day, every morning, one thought at a time. I spoke in Psalm 46, verses 1 and 2. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Very present, not distant, not occasional, very present, now, in this moment, this morning, in this very thought you are having while listening to my words. I am the refuge that never closes, and I am inviting you to build your mind within me, not around me, but within me, where no storm has authority to destroy what I build. I want to ask you a question that perhaps no one has ever asked before. If you could borrow someone else's mind for a single day, the way that person sees problems, processes fear, responds to pain, interprets circumstances, whose would you choose? Because I have news that will change the way you see yourself from this day forward. You do not need to borrow one, you already have it. I spoke through my servant Paul the Apostle in 1 Corinthians 2:16, and I repeat it now personally to you. But we have the mind of Christ. Not we will have someday, not maybe. We have, present, real, available right now to you exactly as you are. But I know what you are thinking. If I have the mind of Christ, why do I still think this way? Why do I still feel this fear? Why do I still wake up with this heaviness? And the answer is this: having access to a resource and using a resource are two completely different things. You can have a key in your pocket and still remain standing outside the door. The mind of Christ is available to you, but it is accessed through choice, cultivated through practice, and developed through intimacy with my word. It is not automatic.
It is an inheritance you must learn to live in. Let me show you how this mind works in practice, because it does not deny reality. It sees reality from an entirely different perspective. When my disciples were in the boat and the storm came, they saw catastrophe. I saw authority. When there were 5 loaves for 5,000 people, they saw scarcity. I saw provision. When the cross stood ahead, everyone saw defeat. I saw redemption. The mind of Christ does not ignore the problem. It sees what is above the problem. It does not minimize pain. It finds purpose within the pain. It does not pretend the storm does not exist. It speaks to the storm with authority. And I taught this precisely through my servant Paul the Apostle in Philippians 4 verse 8. And I want you to understand that this is not positive thinking, self-help, or a psychological technique. It is spiritual warfare instruction. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, if there is any virtue, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think on these things. Think on these things, an imperative verb, a command, a discipline, an active choice to direct your mind toward what is true, instead of allowing it to wander into what is destructive. I need you to understand what happens when the truth of God enters a mind that has been dominated by lies. It is like turning on a light in a room that has been dark for years. Darkness does not argue with light. It does not negotiate. It does not resist. It simply disappears, because darkness is not a thing in itself. It is only the absence of light. In the same way, fear is not stronger than faith. Doubt is not more powerful than the certainty of my word. They exist in the vacuum left by the absence of truth, and when truth enters, they have nowhere left to stay. I spoke in Psalm 94, verse 19, and David wrote this because I knew you would need to hear it. When my anxious thoughts multiply within me, your comforts delight my soul. When thoughts multiply, not if they do, not maybe, when. I knew this would happen to you. I prepared comfort before the anguish arrived, before you woke up at 3 in the morning, before the heaviness appeared in your chest. I had already prepared the answer. I had already placed the healing within my word, waiting for the moment you would need it. I want to speak directly to you now, not in the tone of a sermon, not with theological distance. I want to speak as someone who knows your name, who knows your history, who knows exactly what happens inside your chest when the day begins and the weight is already there before your first conscious thought. I know what it is like to live in a constant state of alarm. I know what it is like to feel your heart race for no apparent reason. I know what it is like for the mind to run in circles while the body tries to rest. I saw every one of those moments in you, and I never looked away. Anxiety is not weakness. I need you to hear that. It is not a lack of faith. It is not punishment. It is a thermometer. It reveals exactly where the battle is most intense, exactly where the lies have the deepest roots, exactly where my truth needs to enter with greater force. And I took this seriously when I walked among you. One of the instructions I repeated most throughout my ministry was this, not as gentle advice, but as a command for battle. Do not worry. Do not be anxious. Do not let your heart be troubled. I repeated it because I knew you would need to hear it more than once. I spoke in Gospel of Matthew 6, 25 through 26, and I say to you now with the same voice, therefore, I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not worth much more than they? I was not romanticizing life. I was not ignoring the real problems you face. I was teaching a fundamental law of the mind. Anxious thinking occupies the space that should belong to trust in me. And where trust takes its place, anxiety has nowhere left to stay. But I know you have heard this verse before, and perhaps you have already thought, I know I should not worry, but how do I stop? And the answer is found in understanding what biblical self-control truly is, because it is not what most people think. It is not willpower. It is not religious discipline. It is not gritting your teeth and pretending you are fine. I spoke through my servant, Paul the Apostle, in 2 Timothy 1, verse 7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control." Self-control is a gift that comes from me. It is supernatural power that I place within you, not a human ability you develop on your own. I spoke through my servant Solomon, and he wrote in Proverbs 25, verse 28, "Like a city broken into and left without walls is a man who lacks self-control." A city without walls doesn't choose who enters. Anything can come in. Any thought can settle there. Any fear can find a place to stay. Without self-control, your mind becomes constantly invaded territory, not because you are weak, but because you are trying to defend spiritual ground with human strength in a spiritual war, and human strength will never be enough for a spiritual battle. That is why I came. That is why I showed in practice what a mind under divine control looked like in the most extreme situation imaginable. On the cross, with unbearable physical pain, with betrayal, with abandonment, with the weight of everything humanity had ever done wrong resting on my shoulders, I said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Not rage, not bitterness, not despair. A mind so anchored in me that not even the greatest suffering in human history could move the center from which I operated. That was not superheroism. It was the result of a mind completely surrendered to the Father. And that is exactly what I want for you. I spoke in Psalm 55, verse 22, and David wrote it because I needed it to reach you. "Cast your burden upon the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken." Cast it, not hold it, not manage it, not carefully balance it. Cast it with the force of someone who is tired of carrying something too heavy to bear alone. I did not ask you to solve your anxiety before coming to me. I asked you to bring it to me exactly as it is, heavy, confused, unanswered, and let me carry what you can no longer hold.
I need to tell you something that perhaps no one has had the courage to say before. Even after everything you learned today, even after genuine renewal, real moments in my presence, and tangible freedom that you have experienced, the battle does not take vacations. The attacks do not cease. And I need you to know this, not to discourage you, but so that you are never caught by surprise. I spoke about this through my servant Luke the evangelist in Gospel of Luke 4:13, and I want you to pay close attention to this part. After I resisted every temptation in the wilderness, the text says that the enemy departed from him for a season. For a season, not forever, not permanently defeated in that moment, for a season. If he did not give up when facing the Son of God, he will not give up on you. And I tell you this not to frighten you, but to prepare you. A soldier who knows the enemy will return is not caught off guard. A soldier who believes the war is over lowers his guard, and that is exactly when the attack happens. I warned my disciples in Gospel of Matthew 26:41, "Watch and pray so that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." Watch. Keep your mental guard alert, not in paranoia,
but with a clear awareness that destructive thoughts are not natural reflections of your personality. They are spiritual attacks disguised as your own thoughts. And when you learn to recognize them for what they are, instead of accepting them as truth, you completely change the way you respond to them. I want to give you the final weapon, not a technique, not a method, a weapon, living, active, sharper than anything the enemy can use against you. I spoke through my servant in the book of Hebrews 4:12, for the word of God is living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit, joints and marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. Living, not historical, not archived, living right now, in this moment, in this specific battle you are fighting. Every lie receives a direct and immediate biblical answer. The thought comes, God does not care about you. The answer is immediate. It is written, the Lord loves you with an everlasting love. Jeremiah 31:3. The voice whispers, you will never overcome this. The answer is immediate. It is written, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Fear screams, there is no way out. The answer is immediate. It is written, God is faithful and will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you can bear. 1 Corinthians 10:13. This is not debate, it is surgical replacement. The lie has no time to take root when truth has already occupied the space. I spoke through my servant Isaiah in chapter 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish what I please and prosper in the thing for which I sent it. Every promise you declare over your life carries within itself the power to accomplish what it was sent to do. When you declare my word over your mind, you are not merely repeating phrases, you are releasing the same power that created the universe, now directed specifically toward the battle happening within you. I need you to know something before we finish. I did not come to you today merely to give you information. I came because I love you, because I know you by name, because before you were born, before any mental battle began, before any lie was planted, I had already decided that you were worth every word I spoke today. You are mine. That is your deepest, most permanent, most unshakable identity. Fear does not change that. Doubt does not change that. The anxiety that appears at 3 a.m. does not change that. You are mine, and I take care of what belongs to me. I spoke through my servant Jeremiah in chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Thoughts of peace. That is what I think about you. Not judgment, not disappointment, not abandonment. Peace, future, hope. Those are my thoughts toward you, even while you are still in the middle of the battle. You have a choice every morning when you wake up. The lies will continue knocking at the door, but now you know they are lies. Fear will continue trying to occupy space, but now you know that space belongs to me. Anxiety will continue appearing, but now you have a weapon it cannot defeat. My word, living, powerful, sharper than anything the enemy can use against you. And I will be here, every morning, every thought, every battle, by your side, in your field, fighting for your name. I am already in your tomorrow. You can rest now.